Hello dear students, welcome back to the science class. Dear students, in this video class we are going to begin with a new chapter, that is air and water. In this video we will study about the air and the atmosphere, importance of the atmosphere, air and its composition, its properties and its uses of the air. Okay, firstly we'll see about what is the air. Air is one of the natural resource. Yes, all of you know that air is one of the natural, it is not artificial. It is one of the natural resource which is very essential and important for each and everyone. There is an envelope of air surrounding the earth. Okay, see, air is a mixture of gases. As you all know, it is made up of many gases here. So what we say that air is a mixture of gases. Atmosphere. Every living thing needs air to breathe. We breathe in oxygen present in a air. The layer of air that surrounds the earth is called an atmosphere. Then what is the atmosphere? The layer of air that surrounds the earth. It is one of the atmosphere is one of the layer of the air. It is layer of air that surrounds the earth is called an atmosphere. Atmospheric layer is thin near the ground and it gets thinner as we go up. See, atmosphere layer is very thick near the ground. It is thick near the ground. Okay, how we go on, go up, it is very thin. It becomes thin here. It is difficult to breathe in a thinner air and hence the mountaineers carry oxygen cylinders while climbing high mountains like Everest. As you all know that, okay, near the ground surface we will get a sufficient air for breathing. As we go upside, the air level will be less there. So they will carry the oxygen cylinders. As you all know, the one who will climb the Everest and all, they will carry the oxygen. As they will go upside, the oxygen content will be less there. So they have to carry oxygen for breathing purpose. At the ground surface, air is sufficient. But as we go up, the air content becomes less here. Okay. Then what is air? How can we define the air here? It is a mixture of gases. Yes, dear students, air is a mixture of gases such as nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, neon and helium. As I have told in the first sentence itself, air is a mixture of gases. Then which are those gases? Here are those gases. Nitrogen is one type of gas, oxygen, carbon dioxide, neon and helium. It is made up of all these gases. Air is made up of all these gases. Which are those gases? Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, neon and helium. It is made up of these all the gases. It also has some small solid particles in suspension called the environmental dust. As you all know, in our environment, the dust particles are also present. Even it is also included in that air only. I hope you have cleared what is air, the definition of air. Air is a mixture of many gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, neon and helium. Okay. Again see, layers of atmosphere. There are 5 layers of atmosphere. As you all learnt already, you know this concept. Okay, how many layers of atmosphere we are having? We are having 5 layers of Earth's atmosphere. Okay. Okay, first ground surface we are having Earth. The next one is the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. These are the 5 layers of atmosphere. Earth's atmosphere. We'll study one by one here. Okay. First we'll start with the Earth surface. Okay. This is the Earth surface. You can observe here in the picture. This is the Earth surface. Okay. Next one is the troposphere. Then what is the troposphere? It is the first layer and is closest to the surface of the Earth. Troposphere is the first layer and it is close to the Earth surface here, which is the layer that is very close to the Earth surface. Troposphere is the layer that is close to the Earth surface and it consists of gases that we breathe. Nothing but that troposphere consists of air here. I had told it is made up of many mixtures, many mixture of gases. All the weather phenomenon occur in this layer. Then what will be there in a troposphere? It will be weather phenomenon. Whatever the weather conditions will be, that will be taking place in this troposphere here. Okay, next we'll move for the second layer, that is stratosphere. Stratosphere is the second layer, which is the first layer, then troposphere was the first layer, then second layer is a stratosphere. It is the second layer. Air in a stratosphere is less dense than that in a troposphere. As in a troposphere there was a more air. If you compare to the troposphere, here it is dense than that of a troposphere. It contains a ozone gas. Then where ozone gas is present? It is present in a stratosphere. Ozone gas is present in a stratosphere. Ozone absorbs the ultraviolet rays of the sun. Whatever the UV rays, ultraviolet rays are nothing but UV rays. We are getting UV rays from the sun. Okay, that ozone will absorb these UV rays from the sun here. Okay, and this is about the second layer, that is the stratosphere. Next we will move for the third layer, that is a mesosphere. Mesosphere is the third layer. Most meteoroids burn up in this layer and hence do not reach the earth. These meteoroids are called meteors. Then what are meteoroids? Meteoroids are nothing but lumps of rock. Okay, lumps of rock or iron that orbit the sun here, just as the planets, asteroids can comets do. These are the meteoroids. This is a mesosphere, is a third layer. And here most of the meteoroids will burn in this layer, nothing like a rock, it may be iron, they will burn here. Hence they do not reach the earth here. This is about the mesosphere. The next layer is the thermosphere. Next layer is the thermosphere. Thermosphere is the next layer. Space shuttles orbits in this layer. We can listen to the radio programs because of the ionosphere layer, which is a part of a thermosphere. As you all are hearing the radio programs, okay, radio. In your home there is a radio. Yes, in olden days the people used to use a radio. Then how the radio signals were working there? Because of this ionosphere. Ionosphere is present in which layer? It is present in a thermosphere. Because these signals are present here, due to this only we are able to hear the radio programs. Okay, next we will go for the exosphere. Exosphere is the outermost layer of the atmosphere. Okay, this is the outer layer. Exosphere is the outer layer of the atmosphere. From here, atmosphere merges into the outer space. Okay, whatever the outer space is there, na, it will mingle with that, it will mingle with the exosphere here. Okay, this is all about the 5 layers of the atmosphere, Earth's atmosphere: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. I hope you have understood all these layers clearly. Next we will move for the importance of the atmosphere. Okay, what is the importance of atmosphere? We will see the points here one by one. The atmosphere is a great importance for the existence and the continuation of a life on the earth. Yes, without atmosphere we cannot, living things, we cannot live on a earth here. Because of the existence atmosphere only, even we are living on a earth surface here. The presence of oxygen in the air makes respiration possible for all the living things, thereby supporting life on earth. Oxygen is also necessary for burning. Dear students, as in atmosphere, oxygen is present. Due to the oxygen only we are surviving. If there is the absence of oxygen, we can't even breathe. If we are not unable to breathe, then we couldn't live on earth here. And for burning purpose also, as I have told, combustion is nothing but burning of anything in the presence of air, nothing but oxygen is called what here? Combustion. Same, oxygen is also necessary for burning. So the next point we will see, the next importance here: the atmosphere absorbs energy from the sun and warms the earth's surface by retaining the heat and not letting it escape. As you all know, from the sun we are getting which energy? From the sun we are getting heat and light energy. Okay, it protects the earth from the temperature in outer space and by storing the heat energy during the night and helps in maintaining the temperature. The atmosphere recycles water of the earth through the water cycle. See, atmosphere, what it will recycle the water. Water is one of the essential for all the human beings, even for the all living things. Okay, this atmosphere, what it will do? It will recycle the water of earth through the water cycle, as we all are having water cycle. Through that it will recycle the water. The atmosphere protects the life on earth by absorbing harmful ultraviolet radiation of the sun. See, the atmosphere, it protects the life of earth. By what it will do? This atmosphere, it will absorb the harmful UV rays. From these harmful UV rays we are getting the sun. Okay, in one of the layer I told, it will absorb the UV rays. That stratosphere layer will absorb the UV rays. Okay, so if we get that UV rays, even it is very harmful for us also. The atmosphere burns off meteoroids and prevents them from hitting the earth. As is even in the meteoroids, nothing but in a mesosphere layer it will happen. Okay, it will burns off everything, those meteoroids, and it prevents from the hitting of the earth here. Air is the carrier of a sound waves. It is due to this fact that people can talk and hear each other. One more important, that without air even we can't hear the sound. Yes, air is a medium for sound here. Why we are listening to each other? Because of the air medium only. The whatever we are speaking, it will travel through the air and we are listening those words. So air is the medium for sound, we say. These are the importance of a atmosphere. Next we'll move for the air and its composition of air. As you all know, air is a mixture of various gases, as I have told this point already. Yes, the two main gases present in atmosphere are nitrogen and oxygen. Mainly two, these: oxygen, next argon, carbon dioxide, water vapor, and some other gases are present in a small quantities. Okay, these are the main gases. It is a mixture of gases. Air is a mixture of gases, we say. Atmosphere consists of 78% of nitrogen. You can observe how many percent of nitrogen? 78% of nitrogen, and 21% of oxygen. You can observe how much percent of nitrogen? 78. The next one, 21% of oxygen. Remaining 1% remaining gases like carbon dioxide, argon, neon. These all remaining are 1%. But most we are having a nitrogen and oxygen. Okay, next we'll move for the properties of air. Then what are the properties of air? Air is a colorless, tasteless and odorless. Can we taste the air? No, it is not possible. We can't taste air, and it is a colorless. We don't have color for air. It is a colorless. It is tasteless and it is odorless. Odor is nothing but smell here. We can't smell air here. So air is colorless, tasteless and odorless. We cannot see air. Can we see air? No, we can't see air. And it has no color and smell. Odor is nothing but smell here. Next property, air occupies a space. Yes, you all know very well this concept. Air will occupy the space. Let us see with the activity. To show that air occupies a space. How does air occupies a space? That we'll see with the activity here. Take a balloon. Yes, you all will love the balloons. You have to take one balloon and you have to blow air. Air you have to blow. Okay, just into the balloon. The balloon becomes bigger. Why it is becomes? Why it is so? Because here air is occupied in the balloon. So it is one of the activity for air occupies a space. The next, you can see here one more activity they have given to show that air occupies a space. Tear a tissue paper into the pieces and glue them at the bottom of the glass. Now immerse the glass upside down into the balloon filled with the water. After few seconds, take the glass out of the bowl without tilting. Feel the paper inside the glass. Is it dry or wet? See, when the glass was immersed in water, when you immerse the glass in a water which is covered with a tissue here, the air could not escape and remain inside the glass. Yes, it is remained inside the glass. You can observe here. Water could not enter the glass and the paper remained dry here. As air, only air occupied a space here, but water couldn't came here. So what here? This tissue paper is dry. So it is also one of the activity for air occupies a space. Okay. Next property we see, air has a weight. Let us check how we can measure the weight of the air. Okay, to show that air has a weight, we have one activity. Two take a two small sized inflated balloons. We have to take a two balloons, take a stick and a tie to stick and string it's in a center. Balance the two balloons on the opposite ends of the stick. Hold the stick by the string so that it stays balanced. Now put a small piece of a tape on one balloon and prick this balloon on the tape. See, you can observe here they have put the pin here. Okay, how air is having a weight that we are checking here. As first it was a blown only, just we have prick one pin here, it has lost its weight. So we can see that it is balancing, one side less weight and one side the balloon which is having air. Okay, the balloon which is having air will take a little more weight. If you remove that air, it is the less weight. So this is the one so that we can tell that air has a weight here. Next concept we will see, air exerts a pressure. Air exerts a pressure. Let us see this with the activity here. Anything that has a weight applies a pressure in a downward direction. Since air also has a weight, therefore it also exerts a pressure. However, air pressure acts in all the direction. Let us see with the one activity here to show that air exerts pressure in a upward direction. You have to take a glass of a water and cover it with the mouth with a stiff cardboard. Like this you have to cover here. This is a glass fitted with the water. You have to take one glass water and you have to cover with the cardboard. Okay. Make sure that there are no air bubbles. You have to check that in this water there should be no air bubbles. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to press the cardboard and turn the glass upside. Now remove your hand. Do you see? Just you have to, what you have to do, cardboard is there, you have to press it. Next you have to just turn it. Okay. What you can see here, cardboard is there, here atmospheric pressure. So that what you can say that water does not flow out because air exerts pressure on the card and below and it keeps it in a place here. The upward pressure exerted by air is more than the downward pressure exerted by water. So the water will not come here out. Okay, as air is exerted here. So we can tell that air exerts a pressure. Okay, this is one of the activity. Here one more activity they have given, air, to show that air exerts pressure in a downward direction. How it will take a downward direction? Here they have taken two bottles, plastic bottles, one pin and pierce of a small hole near its bottom. Put a piece of tape over a hole, fill the bottle with the water. You have to fill here. Close the cap and remove the tape. What do you observe? See, first you have to close it and you have to do one hole here. The water will start flowing, downward it is moving. So it is one of the, in first case the water does not flow out of the hole, while in the second case water flows out of the hole because pressure exerted by the air here. This is one of the activity. Next we will see hot air rises up. How the hot air is going to rise here with the activity we will see here. Place your hand on the side of a lighted candle flame. Do you feel a warmth? Yes, you are feeling a warmth here. Now place your hand about 10 inches away from the top of the flame. Okay, first you have to take one candle, just check it out, lighted candle you have to take and you feel a warmth. But if you feel 10 inches away you have to hold next on the top of the flame. Do you feel the warmth? No, we are not feeling nothing but hot air will rise. Yes, we will see that even hot air is rising. Candle is there. First you have to hold, you are feeling warm. Okay, next what you have to do, you have to hold 10 inches away. Then also you are getting a heat here, nothing but hot air will rise upside here. Next one, hot air expands. For expands is nothing but one activity they have given. Take a bottle and attach a balloon. You have to take one bottle and like this you have to attach one balloon at the neck of the bottle. Place the bottle in a pan containing a water. Dear students, you have to take one water bottle and just you have to put one balloon upside the neck of the bottle. Next what you have to put you have to place that bottle in a water containing a pan here. The balloon will get inflated. Yes, the balloon will start blowing here. It will yes, it will absorb the air here, so that it expands. Balloon starts expanding here because hot air expands here. Next, let us see some of the uses of air here. Air is having nitrogen gas. Yes, nitrogen. How much percent of nitrogen? Do you all remember? I have told already. Nitrogen is of 78%. It is one of the gas present in air. It is an important plant nutrient. Nitrogen is one of the important plant nutrient. Special bacteria in the soil convert the nitrogen in air into the form that can be used by the plants. From plants, and the nitrogen reaches other organisms. Nitrogen neither burns nor supports burning. Its presence in air helps to reduce the rate of burning and causes by oxygen. See, if nitrogen is present, burning is less possible, but if oxygen is there, burning will take place fastly. Next, oxygen is needed by the living things to live. Yes, without oxygen we cannot live. Yes, if there is a sufficient oxygen, then only we living things can live on earth. Oxygen is also needed for burning. Yes, for combustion, burning, combustion. Yes, light a candle and convert it with a glass. After some time, will you see that the candle stops burning? The candle burns till there is a oxygen in the air inside the glass. When oxygen is fully burnt off, the fire stops because air supply is cut off by the glass here. Dear students, you have to take one candle. Okay, you have to put the candle and you have to close one glass here. Okay, when there is a presence of gas, air is there, then only it will burn. If air is finished, then it will off here. The candle will off here automatically. Nothing but burning takes place in the presence of oxygen only, air itself. Carbon dioxide present in atmosphere is used by plants to prepare a food during photosynthesis. You all know carbon dioxide is one of the component which is helpful in photosynthesis process. Neon gas is used for glowing signboards. Okay, signboards. Argon is a colorless and odorless gas. It is used in making fluorescent tubes and bulbs. Where it is used? Neon gas, argon is used in tubes and bulbs. Okay, we are using the tube lights and bulbs. The neon gas we are using for glowing, nothing but to on the bulb here. Krypton and xenon are also useful because of their light emitting properties when electrically charged. Even these are krypton and xenon are the two gases. These are again gases. Even these gases are helpful in light emitting properties. Okay, even these gases are used in a bulb and all. Wind is a form of energy. Wind energy, you all know. It turns the blades of a windmills to generate electricity. You all know the windmills. Okay, the blades. Okay, it will generate that electricity. Wind also helps in moving sailboats across the water. Air cools engines by absorbing and taking away heat produced in them. Air is filled in tires, pillows, etc. to allow flexibility. Where we are using again air, we are using it in tires and pillows. Okay, to allow the flexibility. Air is filled in rubber boats to help them float on water. By filling the air in tubes, you can float on the water easily. You all know while swimming and all. Okay, air is filled in a football to give its shape. Keep it light and soft enough to kick. Air pressure helps in sucking liquid through a straw. Dear students, these are some of the important uses of air. You have to read this one properly. In the next video class, again I will continue with the water and properties of water, that removal of insoluble impurities, that all we are going to learn in the next video class. Till that, watch this video. If you get any doubt, you can contact me. Read the important points and make your own points and study well. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.